Gambit has finally been added to Marvel Rivals, and I am excited. He has some of the most unique abilities in the game, and it seems like he's going to change the way Marvel Rivals is played. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, I just love Gambit. He's one of my favorite X-Men, and it's been years since he's been in the game. So I knew once he dropped in Rivals, I had to make a name for myself. You know how long I've been waiting for this?
I got this!
Ah! Hold on, get this bitch off me. Get the fuck back. Yeah! So while I was trying out this character, I realized while he's very fun and very good, he's a bit awkward to play at first. And look how many abilities he got, like goddamn. So let's go back to the beginning and check out what Gambit's abilities actually are, how they're used, and why they're good. Gambit's primary fire is a volley of 3 cards. It does a decent amount of healing and damage, but it travels a little bit slow, so just be aware. His right click, the Bayou Bash, makes him slam into the ground with his staff, and it does a decent amount of damage, but its real power is when it's combined with his other ability, the Cajun Charge. Alright, we gotta talk about this, dog. His abilities are sounding like I'm ordering that Popeye. With the Cajun Charge, Gambit just charges forward. But you might see that on the right side of the screen, there's a symbol that appears that says Big Easy Impact. If you hit the button that you use for Bayou Bash, it'll consume or charge a Bayou Bash and you could dash forward. Not only is the dash pretty dang fast, it travels a great distance and you can spam it twice since you have multiple charges of the Bayou Bash and Cajun Charge. It also heals allies and does damage at the same time. So you could use this to rush in and heal a line of people, or you could use it to just run away. Now, you might have noticed that Gambit has these big 4 cards in the middle of the screen. So what exactly are they? These are all related to his card abilities. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these cards have some interesting names, so I'm gonna use my own terms for them to make it easier to follow. Gambit has 2 types of cards, healing cards and debuff cards. Now, stay with me here. When Gambit activates the healing card, he gains a little bit of health for himself, and he gets the choice to do 2 abilities. One ability has him throw out a card in a straight line, and when it hits an ally, it heals them and bounces between teammates and Gambit himself as well. The second ability heals allies in a small area, but it also purifies them. Now, what is purified? Well, this status effect removes any negative debuffs you have, and it also counters certain ultimates from being used. Venom's anti-heal? Removed. Strange ult? Removed. It's an insane ability, and it's probably one of the best ones in the game. If you save it for the right time, you can negate so many ultimates. Now onto his debuff cards. When a debuff card is activated, Gambit gets a 15% damage boost, and he gets 2 choices similar to the healing cards. Gambit can either shoot out a card in a straight line, which applies reduced healing to whoever it hits, or explode the cards in a small area, which launches enemies up into the air. Now, what does this have to do with his 4 cards? Well, whenever Gambit activates the healing or debuff abilities, it also consumes a charge from these 4 cards. Then to activate the card's second ability, you also need to spend a charge from these 4 cards. These cards charge pretty slow, so while your abilities are very, very powerful, you have to make sure you're timing them correctly. Now, you got all that? Well, if you want to learn Gambit, this is probably the most important thing you have to manage. The purifying ability is a game-changing move, and timing it wrong can lead to a lot of bad moments. The cards regenerate pretty slow. Now, finally, his ultimate ability. So, Gambit can select up to 5 people, and when he activates the ult, all selected allies get purified, a movement buff, a jump boost, a damage buff, and faster ult charge. And also, when the ultimate ends, the cards that are around Gambit and his allies explode, dealing some extra damage. This ult is insane, and it allows you to be super aggressive, but keep in mind you have to select your targets. You have to make sure that your allies' silhouette are clearly appearing on your screen. You can select people through walls, but they have to be in your cone of vision. You would be surprised on how precise the selection is as well, and with all the movement in Rivals, it can be tough to select all your teammates, so just be a bit careful when you're doing this ult. But now that we understand it now, let's go back and apply what we learned. Stay for it. Oh, fuck, we can push it. Holy shit! There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Got it. Alright, let me select all of those. There we go. We have all. Let's push. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, I'm coming.
What?
I'm coming. What?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Thank you so much for watching. It seems like Gambit's gonna be really fun, and I can't wait to play it with him in some new videos. Drink water, don't get stabbed, and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.